And so all the work was filled that Solomon made in the house of the Lord. Therefore Solomon brought in all things, that is silver and gold, which David his father had avowed, and he put all the vessels in the treasuries of the house of the Lord. After which things he gathered together all the greater men in birth of Israel, and all the princes of lineages of tribes, and the heads of Minas, of the sons of Israel, into Jerusalem, that they should bring the ark of bond of peace of the Lord from the city of David, which is Zion. Therefore all men of Israel came to the king in the solemn day of the 7th month. And when all the elder men of Israel came, the deacons bare the ark, and they brought it, and all the array of the tabernacle, into the temple, and the priests with the deacons bare the vessels of the sanctuary that were in the tabernacle. And King Solomon, and all the companies of Israel, and all that were gathered together, offered before the ark wethers and oxen without number, for the multitude of slain sacrifices was so great that it might not be numbered. And priests brought the ark of bond of peace of the Lord into the place thereof, that is, to God's answering place of the temple, into the holy of holy things, under the wings of cherubims, so that cherubims spreaded forth their wings over the place in which the ark was put, and covered that ark with his bearing bars. Swiftly the heads or pommels of the bars with which the ark was borne were open or uncovered before God's answering place, for those heads were a little longer than the stretching out of cherubs' wings. But if a man had been a little without forth, he might not see those bearing bars. Therefore the ark was there till into the present day. And there was none other thing in the ark but 2 tables, which Moses had put therein in Horeb, when the Lord gave the law to the sons of Israel, going out of Egypt. And after this the priests went out of the sanctuary, for all the priests that might be found there were hallowed, and all the whiles or certain times, and the order of services among priests was not parted yet in that time. And both deacons and singers, that is, both they that were under Asaph, and they that were under Heman, and they that were under Jeduthun, their sons and brethren, clothed with white linen clothes, sounded with cymbals and psalteries and harps, and stood at the west coast or corner of the altar, and with them were 60 priests trumping. Therefore when they all sang together, both with trumps and voice and cymbals and organs, and of diverse kinds of music, and they raised their voice on high, the sound was heard far, so that when they had begun to praise the Lord, and to say, Acknowledge ye the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy is into the world, either without end, the house of God was filled with a cloud, and the priest might not stand to serve for the darkness, for the glory of the Lord had filled the house of the Lord.